Good afternoon, everyone. I'm here in my 2018 Tiguan, and today I need to add some oil and add some windshield washer fluid. So I thought I'd just kind of get you guys along so you guys can see on kind of how it's done. But first thing, make sure you always read the manual, which is the owner's manual. Now I found out through the back you can find out on exactly where the like how much on the oil you need or where exactly it is in the book, and I'll show you how to do that. It's actually easy. Okay, now I'm going to show you on this one. I found it out here. It is 2.0 liters, 184 horsepower, and it uses where it says 0W30. So now we just got to find some 0W30 and then we'll check the oil. I'll show you how to do that in a second here. Okay, back here everybody. Okay, just so you can see, there's a table of contents in the back of your manual book, or you can go online to see how it is. But I was able to find the back where it says engine oil on page 351. So now we're just going to have to find page 351. Eventually, slowly, we're getting there. So 351, 52. So there we go. So I was on 352, and I was able to find out, and he tells you exactly on how many liters of oil if you're doing an oil change by yourself, and what type of oil. So due to the fact that you'll see it when we go underneath the hood, that there is nothing that tells you what type of oil or how much to put in, okay? We'll see you underneath the hood in a second here. Okay, for the hood latch, it's actually on this Tiguan. It is right here. So what you guys do, just yank on that, and I will open you guys this hood. Okay, guys, now we're back. So now, to check the oil, this is basically, that's where you pour the oil in. As you guys can see, it just says recommended, Castrol. That's what they're recommending. However, it basically gives you the sign of the book telling you pretty much go look at the book. Now, the dipstick is usually right here. That's the oil with dipstick. I know, kind of a funny name for it, but it is what it is. So, that's the dipsticks on there. So, let's check it. Pull it out very nice and easily. And then as you pull it out, you can actually see... Well, it's kind of hard to do this with one hand, but... There it... I don't know if you guys can see this very well, but... There it's down. Usually the fall line, it's about just a little up. Kind of where it's supposed to be. The fall line, it is... There we go. That's where the fall line is about up to here. So it's about halfway down. Now, I didn't have 0W30, which is recommended. So I'm going to use formula right now, formula 15W30. A little bit off to the side. I don't think so it's going to hurt the engine at all. So to pour this, it's actually very easy. What you guys do is basically undo the cap. Always check the cap. Make sure it's as clean as it possibly can be. Looks like it needs a little bit of cleaning. So let's do a little cleaning on the cap. And one advice, don't put anything that's dirty that you take off of a vehicle and put it back into the vehicle, because that just screws up the whole entire process. Okay, as you guys can see, this is a little, I know it's kind of hard to see on this kind of an angle, but it's really oily, and it really needs a good cleanup. So take whatever shop towel you guys do have left and try to clean as much as you guys possibly can. Make sure it gets as much clean as it can be, because you don't want to put it all back. Make sure there's no fibers, make sure there's no oil left in there as much as you can. I know it's a little more complicated than what people are used to, but it's a lot easier in the long run. It'll save you a lot of hassle in the long run, because you know what? It's going to be so much. So try to put anything that you can. You take out of the anywhere off your vehicle, and if you're going to replace it with new parts, perfect. If you're not going to replace it, basically, make sure it's kind of either new, or make sure you put in, you clean it off very well. That could go back into the vehicle, whatever that might be. Some things you can't clean, some things you can clean. Okay, so let's do this. Now, like you see, let's see if I can see this much better, much nicer. Hey guys, we're back here, and okay, so you got two choices to add oil. Basically, you have choice number one. You could pour it yourself if you're skilled, or if if you're not, don't have shaky hands, or if you really want to be really safe, just use a funnel. Much easier, less mess. You don't have to worry about anything, nothing falling. Don't have to worry about spillage or anything like that. So now we're going to add approximately about half of this 1 liter, or in this case, 1 liter bottle. Kind of we're Canada here. Okay, so basically, you add about a half a liter. There we go, nice and easy. And then, with your dipstick, basically, take it in and let's find out how good we did. It's okay if you guys put a little more oil. It doesn't have to be all the way straight to the full line, but as close to the full line as you guys can possibly get. If you go just a little above the full line, it's okay. It's not that bad. So now, I'm going to check, and we are very close to the full line, which is literally right up. The full line is literally right up. There we go. So we're just a little bit more. I guess we're going to need a little bit more of a bottle here. So we're just going to pour a little bit more. Oh, and that would be my friend Charles. Hi, Charles. Yes, we'll feed you in a second, Charles. I know. You're in a YouTube video. Yes, you are. I know. We'll feed you shortly. Okay, all right. Now, after we're done playing with the kitty, I'm going to try to clean off the dipstick here as much as we can without trying to get the camera. So just clean her up, basically, shop towels, paper towels, anything that would use, he'll be okay. So you got nothing too much to worry about that. So let's try that again. And then, once you hold it in, just so you can let the oil settle, we should be, from what I'm seeing, and for what you guys are seeing, should be almost there to the full. So that's perfect. So I'm not going to add anything more on that. I'm going to basically, that would be good. Clean off the little bit of the oil on there. And then, make sure you're not dripping. And then we're going to move this over here to the side. And yes, Charles is very vocal today. Yes, Charles. Do you want to say something? Yes, Charles. I get it. Absolutely. So make sure, remember how I say try to clean up everything in there? Like, look at that. There's so much gunk, so much stuff in there. Just take a rag and just go around, clean it up, get in as much of the gunk as you possibly can out of there. Like, you don't have to, just make sure you don't stick anything down there, because it's probably a bad idea. If you get anything like this stuck in there, then you got nothing but problems on that end. So I'll just keep doing this, and let's hope we can make it all nice and as clean. So let's see. Okay, looks pretty good. All right. And now we got the cap over here. The cap looks nice and clean. So now it's good. You want to put the cap back in. And all that is, that's it. So make sure, oops, sorry, Charles. I know. Okay, so put the cap back on. Make sure you don't have any more spillage all over the place. And now we're going to go back inside. Charles, thank you. Okay, so we're going to go back inside. And now, I'm going to put oil away for now. And we're going to grab some windshield washer fluid. Going to use this. It's good up to minus 35 degrees Celsius. Not too sure what that's in Fahrenheit, but it's pretty darn cold. So you don't want it to freeze. And especially in the cold climate that we're in, it's a lot. It's very, very much a lot. So I'm going to grab 2, just in case I need more. Probably not. Oh, it's a lot of work to try to do this in and out with one person holding the camera. Okay, Charles, I get it. Okay, so for the windshield washer part, it's actually very, very nice and easy. On the Tiguans over here, they're on this side. It's blue, can't miss it. And the good part, it's got a sifter in it. So that's nice. So now, I'm going to pour it in, and Let's see how good I am without it, without the funnel. Okay. Well then, there we go. It looks like it didn't need much at all. Well, it's pretty darn full. Let's just go now, that's good, but it looks like it didn't need anything. Well, so I barely used anything out of this thing. Okay, I thought I need more than that. Ah, Charles, what are you doing? That's salt over there. Silly boy. Silly, silly boy. Okay, so that's all done. So just make sure you check everything. Make sure everything's there, everything's locked, and take everything out there. Ooh, I was going to say one other thing, everyone. Since you're over here, basically get one of these little doohikers that could basically test out the voltage of your vehicle. So all you got to do is turn it from to 20 volts DC, and then, which is nice and easy, you got a red and black, which is pretty much self-explanatory, red and then black on that side. And let's test to make sure that the voltage stays over 12.5 volts at all times when the vehicle is off. This is just a test to make sure you don't have any kind of leakages or you have any, you know, bad battery, because this is how bad battery starts. Okay, we're at 12.64, 65, 64, so we're right on the money on this one. So if your battery is less than actual 12.25 volts, that means there's something wrong with your battery. Your battery either is not being charged or it's losing focus. Basically, it's pretty much losing its ability to keep things charged. So what you guys can do is simply you can have it tested, see what goes on, but it's always a good idea to check. So that's kind of the idea on how to add oil, check and make sure, since you're underneath the hood and everything, you know, this doesn't help. I'll put a link in the description below on it, what type it is. I don't know if it's still on the market. I've had this for years, and it worked fantastically. So I'll try to find it, see if I can find a link to it, and if they still make this version of it. They probably have an updated version, but it's good to have just your basic knowledge. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure this out. This is just something everyone should check, just so everybody can know. So let me know how you guys like this video so far. This is going to be my first one. You guys can honestly see it's kind of, I'm the only person that's doing it right now, so it's kind of hard to do it. Now I get all the YouTubers that do all of this. So okay, you guys, thank you and thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Was wondering, Charles did get fed. We get him more water, fresh water, and put him on a nice fresh bowl of little kitty food. Now this kitty, unfortunately, it is just like a neighborhood kitty, just goes around, and pretty much we like to feed him. Might as well. You know, we have 5 cats of our own, so yeah, he deserves it. He's so cute, and he's very, very, very hungry. Okay, well, I have what everybody found on how to add oil, check underneath the hood. It's really not that hard. Under almost any vehicle, you won't have a problem to do it. It's nice, it's easy, you know, that gives you a peace of mind. It's usually good for the week. At the end of what I do is I check it every week. I check the tire pressure, and I'll show you guys on how to do that on next week's video there, on when I'm going to I'll upload another one. It's very easy to do. This is just basic stuff if you actually have just basic knowledge. That's kind of all this requires, just basic idea on how things work. Nothing, it's so easy. It's just you don't want to run out of oil, you don't want to overheat your engine, and especially we're in the colder climate up here, but you don't want to actually have a breakdown. You don't want to be going down the highway, then your oil light comes on, and then that's going to make you guys panic. It's going to make me panic, I know that for sure. If I seen that, your engine light might come on, or stuff like that. You know, you try to do your best in order just to take care of your vehicle. Because it all depends. It's on how long do you want it to last. That's kind of how it works. So if you do like it to last a long time, just have these safety checks once a week. That's all you got to do, once a week, and then you won't have any problem. It all depends on how much windshield washer fluid that you use, on what exactly your environment is. Now, if you're in a dusty environment, check the air filter. And I'll show you guys on how to do that on the Tiguan too, on the next episode there. It's a little more in-depth on some vehicles, but on some vehicles it's literally you're lifting up two, three clips, and there you go, you can check. So this is something to keep in mind, and I hope you guys like these types of videos. Let me know on the comments below. I know it's like every other YouTuber, but hey, that's okay. So please let me know what you guys actually think. You know, let me know if you like these types of videos, and I'll make more. And then I'll do more on what I actually do, because I do have a general knowledge, basic knowledge of how mechanics work. So if you guys want to let me know, just let me know on how, and let me know if you guys will continue want to see this type of videos. Alrighty guys, well thank you once again, and like I said before, we'll see you guys on the next one. Okay, I hope everybody found out on how to change the oil, well not change but add